Governor Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, while on a sympathy visit to the IDPs camps, warned the internally displaced persons not to return home. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, Governor Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, while on a sympathy visit to the IDPs camp in Government Day Secondary School, Mahuta, and Model Primary School, Isgogo, in Zuru Emirates on Friday, warned the internally displaced persons not to return home until bandits stop terrorizing the state. The governor stated that he had already ordered for relief materials to be provided and more security measures to be taken in all the affected areas. He urged the victims to take heart and bear with the situation as it is destined by the Almighty God. At number 2, the indigenous people of Biafra on Friday appealed to the federal government to release its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On October 13, 2022, the Court of Appeal in Abuja discharged and acquitted him of the 7-count charge pending against him before the Federal High Court in Abuja. In his defense, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, said that the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu could not be used as the only basis to free the IPOB leader of other offenses allegedly committed by him against the federal government of Nigeria. Irked with the AGF's response, IPOB, through its spokesperson Ima Powerful, warned that the Nigeria government and Malami must adhere to and implement the ruling of the Court of Appeal. They also warned residents of Abuja to take the warning of the US and UK security intelligence seriously. At number 3, the Lagos state government says plans are on the way to ban the sale of plastic bottled drinks exposed to sunlight. The General Manager, Consumer Protection Agency, Mr. Afolabi Solobo, made this known in an interview with newsmen in Lagos on Friday. He stated that plastic bottled drinks exposed to continuous sunlight are dangerous to the health and very cancerous, and added that by 2023, the agency will not only confiscate such drinks, but will prosecute people that are displaying those products on the sunlight. At number 4, President Muhammadu Buhari has returned to Abuja after attending the first World Bio Summit in Seoul, South Africa. The presidential aircraft, carrying the president and members of his entourage, landed at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at about 4:10 a.m. on Friday. While in Seoul, Mr. Buhari expressed Nigeria's readiness to become a global hub for sustainable manufacturing and distribution of vaccines and biological pharmaceuticals to support initiatives to keep all of mankind safe. At number 5, the Rivers State University Port Harcourt has banned its students from tattooing their bodies and wearing indecent clothes on campus with immediate effect. The ban is contained in an internal memo signed by the school's registrar, Sydney Ayinda, on Friday. The registrar said the university's senate took the decision to ban indecent dressing on campus at its meeting of September 29th. He directed students to take note and comply accordingly, as enforcement of the directive will begin immediately. At number 6, award-winning writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie will deliver the landmark first BBC Ruth Lecture for 2022. To mark the centenary anniversary of its establishment, the BBC chose to have a special series of lectures on freedom by 4 prominent individuals based on a speech by former US President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Adichie will deliver a lecture on freedom of speech, freedom of worship, with the other lectures. The lecture will be recorded before a live audience at the BBC News Broadcasting House in London on October 31st and broadcast on BBC Radio from November 30th, 2022. At number 7, the Adamawa House of Assembly has recommended that 4 sacked lecturers of the Adamawa State Polytechnic be reinstated. The lecturers Paul Wache, Abubakar Muhammad, Babale Usman, and Usman Hamawabi were alleged to have engaged in falsification of academic results, forgery, and allocation of fake marks. The House Committee on Public Petition and Electoral Matters, chaired by Adoawa Donglok, representing Guyuk constituency, while presenting the report in the plenary, said the affected lecturers were suspended and subsequently dismissed without according them fair hearing. Deputy Speaker Wamwakeno Makondo, representing Norman constituency, presented a motion supporting the immediate reinstatement of the lecturers. At number 8, The Court of Appeal in Abuja has reversed the March 8 judgment by Justice Iyan Ekwo of the Federal High Court sacking Governor David Umahi and his deputy, Barrister Kelechi Eric Igwe, for defecting from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress. A three-member panel of the Appellate Court held in a judgment on Friday that the nation's constitution did not provide any punishment for a governor or deputy governor who defected from the party on which platform he or she was voted into office. The Appellate Court further held that the only option opened to a political party aggrieved by the defection of a governor or deputy governor is to explore the impeachment option provided in the Constitution. At number 9, a former United Nations official who drugged and raped unconscious women over 2 decades during humanitarian missions in the Middle East was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment on Friday. Karim El-Karani, 38 years, sexually assaulted at least 20 women, most of them close friends, during work trips to Iraq, Egypt, and while home in the United States. Mr. El-Karani pleaded guilty in May to sexual assault charges and lying to the FBI. According to reports, the Manhattan federal judge, Naomi Reese Bukwat, imposed the stiffest sentence she could for those charges. The jurist noted that had he been convicted in New Jersey or Washington, D.C., where some of the assaults occurred, he would have gotten life in prison. Finally, at number 10, bird and African swine flu outbreaks have been reported in India's southern state of Kerala. This was announced on Friday. While the bird flu had been detected in state Alappuzha district, the African swine flu was reported in the Kottayam district. Officials said an outbreak of bird flu was confirmed at Vazhuthanam in Haripad municipality in Alappuzha, where 1,500 birds died in the past week. The authorities have also shut down shops and steps have been taken to ensure that no pigs were being transported from the infected zone. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.